All right, Andrew. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good evening, Spartan Nation. McFarland Spartan Basketball is on the air. And welcome tonight to a girls contest. My name again is Bill the Big K Cather. I've had a couple games off here due to health concerns and that, but I'm back behind the microphone tonight, and I'll be doing your analysis in that, and I'll be joined shortly by the golden voice of McFarland Athletics, Mr. John Wells. Again, I'm just now a 70-year-old two-time cancer survivor, just living the dream of bringing McFarland youth activities to you. Tonight again, John and I are going to do our best to keep this telecast as accurate, informative, and entertaining for your viewing pleasure as possible. So first, let me give a shout-out to those watching in Kansas City, Minneapolis, Chicago, Houston, Beloit, Pennsylvania, California, Arizona, Florida, and even my own son watching down tonight in Colombia, South America. For your information, these games can be viewed 4 ways, but tonight I've just been informed that Cable 982 is not going to be functioning tonight. Excuse me, due to some other programming complications, but we are going to have 3 other possibilities. You can go to the Village of McFarland website, and there will be a link to tonight's game later tonight, tomorrow, next week, next month, whatever. As well as right now we are live streaming at our website, which again is YouTube McFarland Cable. And again, if you don't catch the game live right now, you can see it later tonight, tomorrow, next week, next year and that, because all you got to do is go to that website, YouTube McFarland Cable, and view this game at any time for your viewing pleasure. Again, tonight we do not have the pep band with us, so I'll just be singing the school song. And I might as well go ahead and do that as a tribute to Badger Bill Garvey, a longtime coaching legend and tremendous band director and everything else. So, as a tribute to you, here we go. Badger Bill Garvey. Fight for our Spartans, valiant fight, for our colors, brilliant fight. Fight, McFarland High, don't let them buy you. Rah, 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 rah. Hail to our Spartans, valiant, hail to our colors, brilliant, though odds be great or small, we're victors overall. Gone but never forgotten, Badger Bill. Hope you're looking down on us, and boy, we owe you a lot for everything you did, but we'll never forget you, so a tribute to you. All right, we get outside tonight. It's still a kind of a rather balmy 35 degrees outside tonight for this Tuesday night, December the 18th, 2018. So it's pretty doggone nice out here. Looks like we've got quite a few people have made the trek up from Monroe, Wisconsin for tonight's ball game. So here we go. Tonight's opponent, the Cheesemakers from Monroe, Wisconsin, a Division II school of enrollment of 690, coached by Mr. Sam Matheson. Wonderful gentleman. Used to teach with Sam and kind of help coach a little bit in that. Wonderful gentleman and a great family. Hi to Ellen, his wife. And his daughter Sydney also just got a little offer, went from the managerialship of the UW-Wisconsin women's team to actually playing with them. So congrats to you, Sydney. All right, the Cheesemakers, 5-3 overall so far. They are, last year, they went to the Division II state semifinals and lost their opening ball game to New Berlin Eisenhower, 67-63. That was a heck of a ball game, I can tell you. A tough loss for the Cheesemakers. This year, they're averaging 56 points a game to their opponent's 50. And they are led by UW-Madison recruits Sydney Do-It-All Hilliard, 20.5 points a game, 8.2 rebounds a game, 3 assists, and 4 steals. So we'll be mentioning her name a lot this evening. For your McFarland Spartans tonight, Division II school, 707 students, coached by Miss Sarah Mullaney in her first year, also 5-3 on the year. 51.8 points a game to 47 by their opponents, so pretty close ball games. They are led by a 6-foot senior, Ashley Bounty, the quicker picker upper east. 5-foot 7-inch sophomore, Lindsay, Madam Secretary, Lonegro. She's a very polite young lady who's always in total control. 5-foot 10-inch senior, Annalise, the Kid, DeMuth. Excellent girl player, a lot of basketball skills, just loves to play the game and has a passion to play. The Kid. And a 6-foot 1-inch sophomore, Katie, the Freedom Tower, Hildebrandt, at 6'1". She's free to drain the three as well as free to drive to the hoop. So, those are some things to look for tonight. Next, I want to just say McFarland Cable TV Channel 982 is a function of the Village of McFarland and is producing high school sports as a result of a community survey and fan interest indicating viewers like you at home as well as fans in attendance desire this type of programming. I encourage you to inform your village officials by way of an email, a phone call, how much you enjoy these high-quality productions. Positive efforts of our McFarland youth deserves to be recognized in all forms of media, State Journal, The Thistle, Cable Channel 982, as well as our website again, YouTube McFarland Cable. So once again, thanks for your support. And moving on to our McFarland sponsors, I'm going to thank them right now. Edward Jones, Joe Muting, Gingerbread House Preschool, Nelson's Bus Service, SG Insurance, Steve Garvoil, Schrammel Realty Group, McFarland State Bank, Baker Tilly, Farmers Insurance, Michael Chandler, Angela's McFarland, State Farm Insurance, Jim Hartman, Dan Chin Homes and Adventure, Realty Group, Sparkle Auto Body, Ken's Automotive, Culver's of McFarland, Washa Construction, Main Moon Chinese Restaurant, Credo Product Development, Matt Splinter Memorial Foundation, Quick Trip, McFarland True Value, the Green Lantern Restaurant, Maple Tree Supper Club, Spartan Bowl, Gunderson Funeral Home, Lakestone Properties, Luke's Cafe, Tim O'Brien Homes, Renee Bailey, Rosen of Madison, the Little Gym of McFarland, and 608 Threads. So again tonight, should be a fairly interesting contest here between Monroe out of the Badger South Conference. There's a nice view of Coach Sam Matheson. I believe he's shaking hands there with Zach Morley, an ex-Badger player. Some of you might remember that name. Excellent player and obviously still participating and being a part of the game of basketball, which is fantastic for somebody who played at his level to be doing that. So we're seeing that Spartans are coming off the floor. Monroe taking their final tosses here, and tonight I'm going to feature a couple seniors, which I said I'd do on some of our telecasts tonight. So we'll be back in just a minute with the golden voice of McFarland Athletics. John Wells will do the play-by-play and our starting lineups. Again, Bill Big K. Cather going to step out here for our national anthem. And those of you at home, would you please do what we're doing here, which is stand, remove your headgear, put your hand over your heart, and please pay tribute to the United States of America. Be back in a minute.
Both the McFarland School District and the School District of Monroe are committed to good sportsmanship. We'd like to welcome McFarland Senior Ashley East as she reads this special announcement from the WIAA.
Thank you for attending tonight's game contest. We've been working hard to prepare for game day, and we hope it shows tonight. We would like to remind you to please refrain from any negative comments towards our players, coaches, and officials. Yelling at the officials will not change their calls or the score. Please keep all your cheers positive and remember that you represent your school and community. We appreciate your positive sportsmanship and support to your team. Thank you and enjoy the game.
Thank you, Ashley. At this
it's Rock Valley Conference excuse me, it's not Rock Valley Conference basketball. It's non-conference basketball tonight as the
Number 4.
Spartans host the Monroe.
Megan Benshaw,
Cheesemakers.
6-foot sophomore. Grace Matheson, father's the coach, 5'10" junior. Emily Benshaw, number 24, 5'9" senior. Number 30, Sydney Hilliard, 6-foot senior, UW recruit. We'll be calling her name a lot tonight. And number 32, Grace Tostrud, a 6-foot junior for the Cheesemakers. And now, the starting lineup for your McFarland Spartans. And we noticed that Annalise DeMuth will not be in the lineup. Not suited up for tonight, so we'll see who's taking her place. Lindsay, Madam Secretary. She will control it. Lonegro, number 11. 5'7" sophomore. Freya, the rubber band Gilbertson, very flexible, a 5'6" junior. Number 4, Morgan, the mini butler, or the mini blender butler. Older brother, the blender, so she's the mini blender. She can do a little bit of everything. Next, the Freedom Tower, Katie Hildebrand, a 6'1" sophomore, number 33. And Boney, the quicker picker-upper, Ashley East, a 6-foot senior. When she's on the floor all the time, things can happen real quickly. That's what we call her, Boney. So, we'll see what the effect may be of not having Annalise DeMuth again in the lineup again here tonight, John. We don't have a word yet as to why she's not suited up, but that takes one of your offensive threats definitely out of the ball game here for the Spartans.
Yeah, the Spartans tonight will going to have to have their best game. Monroe's lost 3 games this year, but to some pretty tough competition.
Yes.
Again, they're out of the Badger South. Their enrollment actually less than McFarland's.
Yep, by 17 kids, John, to be exact.
So pretty even. So
all
the
right, here we go,
opening
the
tap.
tip. Butler.
So Monroe starts out in a man-to-man. That's Lonegro. Tipped and a kick.
Looks like Hilliard is matched up over there with Lonegro. That'll be an interesting matchup for Lindsay tonight, be guarded by the UW recruit.
So Freya Gilbertson, Lonegro.
Pretty patient so far, John.
Yeah, it's Gilbertson, the cutter. Ball on the floor. Monroe comes up with it. Here come the Cheesemakers. Sydney Hilliard, number 30. Benshaw thought about it. Cheesemakers move the ball on the perimeter.
Yep, you're not going to see Cheesemakers standing around here, John. They are going to be in constant motion.
Hilliard on the cut, left hand, good.
They are going to be in constant motion.
2-0 for the Cheesemakers. Morgan Butler, that ball is stolen. Here comes Hilliard. Lays it up, no, and good.
It's kind of hard to see it. A little optical illusion there,
I
wasn't it? I thought it might have come off the front
I
of the
did
rim.
too, and we're right underneath it.
Yep.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who saw it that way.
I'll help you out there, John. We need to help each other out here at times.
It's that 71 years of teaching experience between the two of us here. Tied up. Possession arrow favors Monroe.
Yep. Call made by official Zach Morley, who I mentioned in the pregame.
Former Badger.
Former Badger, yep. Still being a part of high school athletics, which is wonderful.
Yeah, good crew here tonight. 32 is Grace Tostrud. 30 is Sydney Hilliard. Inside, Tostrud, foul.
Well, and you can see, John, they're just going to keep sending cutters through that lane, and making good entry passes, and boy, get the good angles. And the thing that I've noticed, all three, two by Hilliard, and when they're by Tostrud, always looking to use the backboard.
Grace Tostrud's first free throw is good.
Yep, they're an excellent free throw shooting team. 6 for 9 on the year, 67% for Grace coming into the ball game. And
nothing but net.
Yep. Disney free throws, wishes can come true. They can happen to you. So 2 for 2.
6-0. Spartans need to get on the board here.
Yep, not the start that you want.
East, Gilbertson. Ooh, double dribbled there. Looked like.
Yep.
And a steal. Another turnover. A lot of turnovers the other night. Turnovers against Monroe are gonna hurt you.
Yep, that's the kiss of death if you turn over here.
Boy, they moved the ball well.
Yep.
With the cutters. Nice defense by Katie Hildebrandt that time. Back out. That's Megan Benshaw, number 4. Almost a steal. Comes Hilliard, kicks it out. Tostrud, 3 on the way. Good.
Kaboom! Grace Tostrud, the 6-foot junior. She
And
was 10 out of 30 on the season so far, coming in on 3 balls.
And just like that, it's 9-0. 3 minutes into the game. Need an answer here. And it's going to be a hand check foul on Grace Matheson, whose sister, Sydney, is playing for the Badgers.
Yep. Mentioned that in my little pregame thing. Yep, just got the invite from Coach Sispus due to injuries and everything else. They got a little short on players, and so said, hey, offered her a chance to be an active part of the team. So Sydney took it up. Pretty excited about it.
42, Maddie Fortune, the freshman, in for the Spartans. Hilliard goes up. She's going to be, or excuse me, Hildebrandt goes up.
Took the extra step in there. I'll tell you what, if that was Giannis, that would have been definitely okay, wouldn't it?
That's for
He
sure.
could have taken a couple more steps. She could have if. Oh, and there's the angle
Nice
again.
Post up and a foul. And if that's on Hildebrandt, that'll be her second.
That
that's not
doesn't
good.
help. Nope.
So Megan Benshaw, a 6-foot sophomore.
79% free throw shooter on the year. And again, they haven't touched the rim yet on a free throw, Jen. She came in 22 out of 28 on the year.
3 out of 3 for the Cheesemakers tonight.
Again, they gained a lot of experience last year, Jen, being in the state semifinal game up in the Resch Center last year. That was a great ball game.
11 zip right now. Need an answer. And knocked out of bounds. It'll be Spartan ball underneath their basket. Spartans first place in the Rock Valley Conference. Monroe has lost 2 in the Badger South.
Right, McFarland. Oh, beautiful pass that was. Oh.
And that was Grace Matheson underlaid that one.
Yep, just got her feet a little messed up there into the basket. 42, Maddie, a wheel of fortune in the ball game there, Jen. Number 42 for the Spartans.
And loose
how
ball.
Can they not have that be, how could they not have that be a jump ball? My goodness.
Foul's going to be called on Grace Tostrud, her first, team's second. Going to be a quick game if we don't have a lot of tie-ups.
Yeah,
here.
it will be. Yep.
So Freya Gilbertson, number 22. She was my player of the game in the Clinton game, all the offensive rebounds. Ashley East, that's short, rebounded by Fortune. Going to have to be real strong with the ball against a team like Monroe.
Oh, but look at this, the way they went down. And again, boy, they are going to run the floor.
So Megan Benshaw is fouled by Freya Gilbertson. Freya's first. And we're going to have a timeout, McFarland.
Andrew, can we bring that picture up? I'm going to give a little shout out here. We're going to throw a little picture on the screen here. What do you think of that, Bretter? That's my son sitting down in Columbia, Barranquilla, Columbia, South America. Last evening, he is the only foreigner playing on a team. His team, the team that they recruited him to play on, won the district-wide title playing in the Coliseum, an 8,000 modern-day stadium there, and his team won it. He was an integral part of the team, and congratulations to you, Brett. Thought we'd give you that little
shoes were
shout-out.
those?
Those
We gotta
were
look
just
back at those. What kind of shoes? Were those basketball shoes? Or
no, those were just shoes to wear to the game. Those were not baby blues that he wears to play in. But congratulations, that was pretty neat. Oh, finally missed a free throw here.
Megan Benshaw, the sophomore at the line, 2 for 3 now for the night. Second free throw, also short. Rebound to Ashley East.
Let's see what Coach Mullaney, if she's made some changes or.
Sydney Updike, number 20, is in for Monroe. Near steal. Lonegro up under a lot of pressure. There's Freya.
Nice hustle by Gilbertson. Boy, as I watched the game the other night, was she a terror on the boards, John?
Gilbertson.
Nice drive by
foul.
Freya, and she goes strong to the hole. She had a real nice ball game the other night, John.
Going to call it on Sydney Updike, number 20.
A 5'7" sophomore.
Hey, Spartans on the board.
And Freya breaks the ice finally.
4 minutes, 51 seconds in.
Yep. Freya's averaging 6.8 points a game.
Second free throw rolls and goes. 11-2. Here come the Cheesemakers. But they get that ball up the court fast.
Yep. And to the cutter, and an easy deuce by
Megan Benshaw.
Yep. Boy, it doesn't take long, John. That was 2 passes. They went the length of the floor.
And Spartans
Here they come again.
Done. They
Yep.
run the floor wide, and
Yeah, they do.
again, that's how you got to run the break.
Yep.
Benshaw on the drive. Nice little
Oh,
move
boy,
off the
was
glass.
that
and good.
pretty. Like I said, you got kids here that played in that state tournament last year and got a lot of experience out there. Benshaw and Hilliard in particular. 2 main players in last. And look at that switch that they had on East as she came around. And there's Freya underneath again.
Yep. Again, she just knows right where to go on that weak side for the board. Sydney Updike whistled for the foul. That's her second. That's the team's 4th. Bill, I don't know if you noticed, but we've got the clock on the screen now. I tell you.
Yep.
Awesome graphics.
Oh, too bad.
Shot no
Thought
good.
the Wheel of Fortune was going to spin one in there, Maddie.
Benshaw to Hilliard.
Oh, and look at that pass.
Baseline shot on the way by Chloe Bunker is long. And put back up by Benshaw. 17-2. That ball's stolen away.
Yep.
Here comes Hilliard. One-on-one move.
Hesitation dribble. Yeah, you can see where hey, could be seeing her play some at the field house, maybe even starting next year in that.
She's grown about, I think, 5 inches.
Yeah, she
since
has.
getting
Well,
into
look
high
at her
school.
just handle a ball, John. I mean, this is
Up and good.
Yeah, I mean, she is. That's her 3rd deuce of the night for 6 points so far. Comes in averaging 20.5 points a game. Be interesting to see here what Coach Matheson, if might just start filtering in some other kids here and letting some others get some experience.
It's not
here
too
in that.
often you can play a Monroe team coming in off a loss.
Yeah,
And,
right.
They're here to get back on track.
Absolutely. Oh, miss. Rebound by Dostrud, and it was lost.
Tipped out of bounds. Sydney Taylor, number 00 in. Lydia Brandt, 24.
Lydia Brandt, I call her the fly because she flies around a lot on offense and defense. Never quite know where she's going to be. Constant movement by Lydia.
And overthrown, turnover. Gives the ball back to Monroe.
Sydney Taylor, boy, she threw in a quick 5 points the other night in
Yes.
the game.
Played
Call
a
her
big game.
Call her LED. She can light it up real quick here if she wants to. So,
She played
gotta have a little nickname for everybody, John,
She
huh?
played a great game.
Yes, she did. again, I'll try to, during some of these little timeouts, and that in there again is your cutter. And boy, they are just slicing and dicing, aren't they, John?
Just
I mean, this
all
is just,
night they just run that little
well,
cut.
and I can tell you what, they run this all the way up from their lower grades. These kids are well versed in Hilliard. Look at that, head up, always looking ahead. Cross-court pass or number 12.
And that
Nope.
was Kaylee Nesbitt.
5'7" junior.
Up and over, but a foul. So number 4, Morgan Butler, will go to the line to shoot 2. Fouls on Grace Tostrud, her second, team's 5th. Free throw brackets out. Lindsay Lonegro in. And Maddie Fortune out.
Yep, Morgan Butler. Like me to give a little shout out to her mom and dad and her sister.
Second free throw is good.
Good job, Morgan. 1 for 2.
Spartans 3 points, 3 free throws, yet to score from the floor.
Boy, look at the cheesemakers. Head up all the time, John. Looking for that cutter all the time.
They run their offense well.
Constant motion. Yep. Always looking for those backdoor cuts.
Hilliard
and look at that
strong.
ball fake. Hilliard, I mean, John, this is a clinic, isn't it? You're seeing the difference between a true Division I athlete here and kids that aren't, I guess.
So Lydia Brandt into East. East goes
And
up.
there's East, and she loves that left side down on the left block.
Megan Benshaw with the foul. Spartans are 3 out of 4 from the line. And that's no good.
It's not very often, John, where you can say we've almost played half the first half and still not a bucket.
Nope, it's second free throw on the way.
That's
is
better,
good.
Ashley.
23-4. So we near the 9.5-minute mark to go here in the first half.
Yep. Got Hilliard out of the game right now, so.
Shot on the way by Nesbitt, no good. Or by Town, excuse me. Lonegro, nowhere to go in that spot.
Nope.
Here comes Monroe. Corner
Boy.
to Matheson.
Perfect example, too, John. They show you how you can move the ball faster with the pass than you can the dribble. I tell you, Emily Benshaw, again, 5'9" senior there. Take Hilliard out, and Benshaw runs the show.
And she's going on to play college ball at the Division II level.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, what a move.
Up and under, no good.
Matheson
Rebound by
with
Grace
rebound.
Matheson. Was that a pretty move that
Yeah,
time?
It's a clinic out here.
Yep. Well, and you can see, I guess for people that are sitting here watching this and that, you know, let's understand what it's going to take and how much more time you need to spend in the gym or in your driveways and whatever else.
3 on the way is going to be way short.
You know, if you want to get to these levels, John, this isn't something where they just walked out and were blessed with this. That's a lot of time and effort and work and drills and be a rough night here for the Spartans, John, as the JV squad got kind of bumped also.
Nice defensive play there by Ashley East, leading the cutter. You trail the cutter against Monroe, you're in trouble.
Yep.
Because you're either going to give up a basket or you're going to pick up a foul. That
Right.
time Ashley led the cutter across the lane, which is how you teach it. So,
Yep.
nice job, Ashley.
You know what?
Cheesemakers inbound.
You want to know the other thing, too, on the cutter? Give a target all the time. Oh, nice play.
Benshaw, 3, long rebound. That's Sadie Conway, tied
Nice
up by
job.
Lonegro.
Nice job, Lindsay.
And the Spartans will get the ball. 25-4, the Monroe lead. Lindsay Lonegro. And goes off Morgan, out of bounds. Biggest Spartan win ever over the Cheesemakers back in '99 on their way to the state championship. Don't know if we...
Was that Coach Brad Minter?
No, that was Sue Murphy when
Sue
we won
Murphy.
state. Don't know if we have beaten them since. Benshaw up off the glass, no good. Conway with the rebound, tie up.
And again, another nice tie up there. Maddie, the Wheel of Fortune, and Lindsay Lonegro both tying that ball up.
Chloe Bunker, Sydney Hilliard in for Monroe.
Oh, look at that little
Underneath.
backdoor cut. Coming around the back screen on the weak side.
You know, you run those inbound plays, and if you're patient and you wait for the screens to come and the cutter or whoever's rolling to come off that screen.
Right.
Free throw for Bunker is no good.
2 for 2 coming into the ball game, so that was her first miss of the season.
Second throw on the way, also no good.
Oh,
Cheesemakers almost kept it alive. Now we got a foul in the backcourt.
on Hilliard.
That's going to be bonus. So the Spartans are going to get a chance to get some points here. They've gone nearly 11 minutes and are yet to score from the floor.
All basket, yep. So when we get to the next break or at a timeout, John.
Nice job by
Nice
Morgan
job by
Butler.
Morgan Butler.
Pass inside off the Cheesemakers. Spartan underneath. Kaneda Gray coming in. She's a 5'10 junior. Fortune will inbound. 7 minutes to go in the first half.
Oh,
Ball on
that's a
the
tough place
floor.
to inbound it.
Back to Fortune. Shot on the way. Long, no good. Butler with the rebound.
Oh,
Contact and a block, and that's going to be on, I believe, Updike, and if it is, that's her third.
I'll tell you, Morgan Butler likes to lower that shoulder and go in there, doesn't she?
No, I guess that's her second, Bill. Must have missed one, and Butler will shoot 2. That's good. So Spartans with 5. Second one on the way is good.
3 for 4 from the stripe for Morgan.
25-6. Cheesemakers don't waste any time getting that ball down the court. Players know right where to go. Again, very patient. Benshaw back out, shot on the way. Bunker is
look
long.
at Hilliard kick it back out, and the
Good.
deuce.
Sydney Updike.
Like I said, Hilliard does it all. Points, assists, steals, rebounds.
And that goes out of bounds.
Yep. Maddie's foot.
So Megan Benshaw and Kaylee Nesbitt back in for the Cheesemakers. Sam's going to rotate everybody in over there for Monroe.
Yep. Hey, Al took a little long bus ride up here, right? Why not let everybody get in some time?
Every
right?
bus ride for Monroe is
It's a long bus ride. Oh, and beautiful pass underneath.
Bunker, no good.
No good.
Out of bounds. We'll go to McFarland.
And a timeout. And John, I'm going to quick get something in here because we're not doing the senior interviews this year. So I'm going to quick read through some little interview sheets that I had here quick. So My first senior is going to be Megan Jansen, who we don't really see her play much at all, but she's a part of the team, so I want to recognize Megan Jansen. Nickname Meg, family and pets, Mom Stacy, Dad Harold, brother Josh, and her dog Barclay. Favorite TV show, That 70s Show. Favorite food, tater tots. Who's her role model? She said her mom, because she sets an example of who she would like to be like when she's older. What life lessons has she learned from basketball? To have patience with everything you do. Boy, that's a good life lesson. Her favorite charity is Make-A-Wish, because it gives sick kids an opportunity to live life to their fullest. What a great thought that is. Her advice to youth basketball players, never forget why you started playing. Her perfect job in 10 years from now would be a genetic counselor. Proud moment in her life was getting accepted to UW-Stevens Point, so congratulations to you, Megan. Name and location of people she'd like me to mention on TV, her mom and dad, who are sitting up in the bleachers right now. And her advice to the world, enjoy every day that you have, because as we see, every day all we need to do is look at the news and say, boy, we better enjoy every day that we're here. So thank you again for all your participation here at McFarland High School, and the best of luck to you, Megan, in your future. Next
Bill,
time
you came
will be
up with great questions.
Yep, coming up. Anna Leisman will be my next senior to recognize. Well, those are some of the questions, John, I used to ask him during a senior interview, but we found out that it just wasn't going to be possible to do anymore. So I'd like to still have him fill out these sheets and just kind of still recognize them. On a bust out.
Touchdown pass to Megan Benchall. Boy, that ball rolled around on the Spartan end line.
It's kind of like it had butter on it, John. Nobody could seem to pick it up. Okay, we are now still without a basket for McFarland, and we have played almost 13 minutes of basketball, John.
29-6.
And you want to know what? I'm sorry, but keep your head up and keep playing hard. I mean, these are, well, what a beautiful turnaround. Emily Benchall, a 5'9" senior, her third deuce and 6 points. She came in averaging 8 points a game.
31-6.
And the thing I like about that, the kiss off the glass, as Billy Raftery would say. Backdoor pass, but not looking for it. And here they come again. They just keep coming at you.
4.5 minutes to go here in half number one.
Boy, it's just pass and cut, pass and cut, pass and cut, always moving. There goes Hilliard.
In and out.
Yep.
So Lonigo guarded by Hilliard.
Yep, this will be a little fun for Lindsay to say she got to play next year or in a couple of years when she sees Hilliard playing down at the Kohl Center. She can say, oh, yeah, hey, I played a game against Sydney Hilliard. Great experience, boy. You got to just learn from it and test your skills. Nice drive down the lane. Rejection by Hilliard.
Here comes Monroe. Hilliard going to keep it off.
Oh, my goodness, what a powerful move. That would be her 6th deuce of the night, 12 points, and she's going to go to the stripe for potential old-fashioned three-point play.
And, folks, this is a cheesemaker team with 3 losses this year, losing to Monona Grove, Watertown, and Morton, Illinois.
Yep, correct. They suffered at the hands of Abby Warnock's 39 points a couple nights ago. Well, Hilliard missed free throw, but...
And a kick, the ball will stay with the cheesemakers.
Yep.
Does Hilliard have 12 already, Bill?
Yes, she does. 6 deuces.
3:40 to go. 22 is Sadie Conway.
And a walk.
3:33. Time on the clock.
Still McFarland looking for their first basket. 6 free throws so far. Maddie, fortune, no. And get back, because here they come. And here comes Hilliard, head up, always looking.
Nice defense by Freya.
Nice job by Freya. Boy, I'll tell you, she just stands out, John. Love the white, look at beautiful crossover dribble. I mean, rejected, but look at Freya. She's playing hard.
She just has such a sense for the ball.
Yes, she does, John.
But what a difference in the level of competition that the Spartans are seeing tonight, too.
Oh, beautiful entry
no
pass.
help defense.
Nope.
Easy bucket for Megan Benshaw.
6-foot sophomore, her third deuce for 6 points. Her and Emily Benshaw's each have deuces. That's going to be no good.
Boy.
Can't pass it to yourself.
Again, this is one of those deals where you've really got to step up to the level of your competition tonight, and the Spartans struggling to do that.
John, I don't care what the score is on the board in that. You need to keep working every second you're on the floor and make yourself better. You've got to accept this as a challenge.
Boy, look at them run this offense,
Yep.
though. Benshaw, that's going to be short. Nice box out by Morgan Butler.
Yep.
2:15 to go in the half. That runs right into her own player.
Yep.
No spacing for the Spartans. Some spacing issues tonight. Katie Hildebrandt scoops and scores.
And the Freedom Tower at the 2-minute mark records McFarland's first basket. That was a 16-minute drought.
And a carry, turnover, will give the ball to the Spartans. Let's make a little run here to close out the half. That's Lindsay Lonegro bringing the ball up. Katie Hildebrandt.
You can see East trying to post up on the inside. Want to go with the left hand. Nope.
Gets her own rebound. That's no good. Body's on the floor.
Yep. And here comes the push again. Look at that. Sideline break. Cut her down the middle. And again, you can see some of the.
And the Spartans turn it over.
You know, you're going to have a hard time beating Monroe down the floor because they're used to just running the floor.
Well, they
the
run
whole
that
game.
sideline break.
Grace
and then
Matheson.
they run the sideline break, and then they have
Yes,
that
they do.
secondary cutter that
Right.
comes through.
Yep, just filling the lane right behind.
So if you go out to the corner and your teammates are trailing, you're going to give up a layup. Grace Matheson with just 2 tonight.
First free throw good. She came in 11 for 14. Also at 79%. They're an excellent free throw shooting team. I can tell you what, Coach Matheson, these kids have been drilled and drilled and drilled in fundamental basketball, John, and it shows, doesn't it?
It does. Second free throw is good. 4 for Matheson, 37-8. Hildebrandt, spin move, double team, foul called. So Grace Matheson with the foul, her second. Katie Hildebrandt with 2 points will go to the line to shoot a pair, and that's no good.
She wants to give me a shout out to her Grandma Jane and Grandpa George in Nashville, Tennessee, Ryan down in Platteville, Nick in Huntsville, Alabama, and an Uncle Carter and Grandpa Carter in Washington. So a shout out to all of you from the Freedom Tower, Katie Hildebrandt.
So a minute to go, 37-9. This is Laurel Houston. Doesn't matter who's in there for
No, it
Monroe,
doesn't.
they
And
run
look at
that
'em.
offense well.
Boy, and you better not relax for a second, because if you do, it's going to be your cutter that's going to get the layup underneath. Boy, and as soon as you decide to cheat on it, too.
Shot on the
Boom.
way, I'm a town. 39-9.
Yep.
15 seconds to go. Katie Hildebrandt back out. Lonegro, long 3. That's long. Here come the Cheesemakers.
5, 4, 3.
Ball tipped
2.
out of bounds. Monroe will have an inbound play with 1.9. Sam Matheson off the bench calling a play.
Let's see what the coaches come up with here with 1.9 left, huh?
Tipped
but
away.
nice hustle.
Well, we're
Nice
down to
hustle
7/10.
by Lindsay Lonegro that time.
That took a second.
John, will they get it off? I say no.
Nope. Well, 1/2 in the books here from McFarland High School. Bill, it's Monroe 39, McFarland 9. Any final thoughts before we send it away for the break?
I don't think so, John. I think we'll just leave it right there, and I think we all need to just step back and take a little break here, and let's just see if the Spartans can come out and just play a little better fundamental basketball here in the second half and get something positive going in that. So we're going to step out right now, and we'll be back for the second half shortly. Thank you very much for watching Cable Channel 982.
Andrew, are we ready? We'll take it. John Wells and Bill Cather back here from McFarland High School, just about to get underway in the second half. I forgot to mention it is Tuesday, December 18th, 2018. We will be back here on Friday night.
Yep. Bigfoot boys.
Waiting to get the thumbs up from Andrew Day. Yep. Andrew Day. I think we have Ben Beck's off the camera.
Andrew Day. On our cameras up on top, we have the Queen waving to me in her, what do we call it, her swoody? She has a hoodie that's a sweatshirt and a sweater, so we're trying to decide what to call it. So I think we called it a swoody.
I can't even
She's
see
up there
that
with
far. That's
Patrick Hasty up there also on the camera. You're going to wave to us, Patrick? Attaboy. So we have our two Class A film people up there, camera people at half court, in a roped-off section, John. They're not even letting them get close to them here tonight.
That.
Yep.
Tell you what, I do the clock for middle school games. I wish we had that behind us. Some nights we have people almost sitting right on the table with us. So.
And on the board tonight, BB Benny Becks over there in his great little knit hat, and the Bearded Wonder, the 7th grade Bearded Wonder, not the 5th grade Bearded Wonder, Andrew Day.
So the Spartans will start out the second half with possession. Offensive foul, they're going to say put her shoulder down.
Ooh, and I don't think Katie, she thought
that's going to be her
foul.
Third.
Going to say that she cleared out that left arm pushing away. That doesn't help. That's not a good start to your second half, John, when you're trying to just improve on things.
So the Cheesemakers come out here in the second half with 2 starters in. Shot on the way short. Ah, look at that. Chases down the rebound.
Hilliard and
out of bounds. Sydney Updike touches that line.
Did you notice that Hilliard, she came from the far right-hand corner and got that rebound in the far left-hand corner just by aggressive play.
Hildebrand
nice
on the
play.
cut. Oh, misses. Freya gets it back.
Freya. Yep.
Hildebrand again underlays.
Boy, do I like it. Looks like Katie Hildebrand has come out here with a little fire in her. You know, I like that.
Yeah, trying to score inside. That shot is no good by Chloe Bunker. 3 for Hildebrand.
And just as I said that, she launches a 3. Oh, but look at this Hilliard seeing the opening, kick it out.
Tostrud's 3 is short.
Monroe's got a couple of different players in the ball game here, John.
Yep, they've played everybody in the first half. Yep, everybody played for Monroe. Probably a couple of kids that haven't seen much action in the first half this season.
Right. Probably not with them being 5-3. Nope.
And that time Tostrud trails the cutter. She gets whistled for the foul, and that's her 3rd. Lonegro, deep 3. In and out,
Boy,
no
just
good.
can't buy a bucket, can they, John?
Here comes Hilliard, crossover, nice. Shot on the way, around and out, no good. There's a lid on the baskets here. Butler underneath, comes back and scores.
Nice job by Morgan. The mini blender.
Is that 4 or 5 for her? I think that's 5.
Yep, 5. Basket and 3 out of 4 from the free throw line.
Hilliard.
Oh, beautiful. Again, I could tell you, Monroe just cannot buy a basket, and Hildebrand's going to get whistled for her 4th foul.
Yeah, you could hear that slap down here, I think. And
you know, and there again, Hilliard shows just how unselfish she is in a game like this, too. I mean, she had a little 5-foot shot there and instead dished it off to Bunker, trying to spread the wealth around Chloe Bunker. That 1 for 2 now from the stripe. The first point of the evening. Hildebrand out with 4. That's too bad because I really saw kind of a
Fire in the eye.
Yeah,
there.
fire in the eye. Katie Hildebrand. I really like that. Attacking the basket and.
So Bunker's second free throw is missed, and the ball tipped away. You really got to protect that ball.
Yeah, you do. Let's see what. No.
You know, those things you can get away on one night that you can't tonight. I think the Spartans have realized that.
Well, and you can see Monroe. I mean, we got kids that are. It's not Hilliard and Benshaw shooting the ball here. It's your other kids that are in an opportunity to score some points.
Yeah,
Wheel of Fortune. Maddie Fortune, her first deuce.
40-13. Hilliard rounding out, no good. Rebound, Fortune.
The John Wells Honeycomb.
East pulls up, shot on the way, good.
Oh boy, can you feel momentum swinging here, John?
40-15.
That's good though. A little positive stuff here out of the Spartan ladies.
Again, in this situation, you know, every little thing adds up.
Absolutely.
A steal by Fortune.
Oh.
Underlays and then picks up the foul.
Okay, so
Monroe will come in with Benshaw, Matheson, Conway,
and Tustrud.
Tustrud.
Right? Yep. So every starter except for Hilliard.
Most of these girls on the Monroe team had parents who played for Monroe. All 5 of their starters did.
You would know, John, from being down in the Monroe area.
It's been a while. Butler's shot on the way, no good. Rebound,
Ooh.
Conway.
Frey Gilbertson got pushed in the back there. Had a pretty good view of that. No call.
Benshaw thought about it. Hard drive to the basket, contact, no foul, tie up. Ball should go to Monroe.
This has not been very pretty, has it, John? The second half.
No, and again.
But again, I kind of like at least the energy that the Spartans
Yeah.
are showing here, the Lady Spartans.
They came out and said, hey, let's see what we can do here. Play by halves here. I think the Spartans, lost the first half. See if they can. Benshaw loses the ball. Here comes Lonegro. Overlays. There's Freya with the offensive rebound.
Good for Freya.
Always to
Deuce
that weak side block.
Deuce and 2 free throws for her. Benshaw, I think a
Benshaw
little upset about what happened last time down the floor and said, hey, 4th deuce, 8 points for her.
42-17.
Again, Lindsay Lonegro tonight having a chance to go against Benshaw and Hilliard.
So Ashley East, that almost falls. But she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Grace Matheson with the foul, her 3rd. Ashley East will go to the line to shoot 2. And that one rolls and goes.
2 for 4 from the stripe for Ashley to go with 1 basket. She's averaging 11.6 leading scorer so far for the Spartans. 4 points so far tonight.
That's no good. Rebound to Benshaw, double team. She steps out of bounds. 42-18. Spartans, I believe, have equaled their first half total here in less than 6 minutes here in the second half. Butler
Nice
shot no
box
good.
out that time by Megan Penshaw, a 6-foot sophomore. Was not going to allow Ashley East close to the bucket there.
Checking in for the Spartans, Anna Leisman, number 12.
And on the next time out, I am going to feature Anna Leisman, my senior profile tonight. Oh, and again, there's that cutter.
Henshaw, short. Rebound, Matheson, no good. Pulled out of there by Nesbitt. Back to Conway, and she's fouled. And I believe that'll be on Lindsay Lonegro. Her first, already the 5th team foul on the Spartans. A little more aggressive, though, in the second half.
Yep. Got a pretty fast-moving game here, John. The only thing that's going to slow this up would be if we get into foul trouble on both sides. Excuse me.
And Cheesemakers patiently working the ball around inside Benshaw. Up, no good. Foul called. And that's going to be on Freya Gilbertson.
You know, I think probably what's, Monroe seems a little bit more out of sync this half and that just because he's playing so many different combinations of kids in that probably haven't been used to getting the amount of playing time that they're used to.
42-18 our score, 11:38 to go here in
2
the
out of
second
5
half.
and 3 out of 6 for Megan Benshaw. Go with 3 deuces, 9 points. Megan.
Morgan Butler finds her way in. Freya will tie it up.
Yep. Boy, no, Morgan Butler really kind of burrows in when she deals with that ball, right? Puts that head down and just full steam ahead. She's going strong to the hole.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious right now that Monroe will not have their starting 5 out there.
No, I don't think so.
At the same time.
Just be mix and matching them in here. Hey, because, the further you go in tournaments and that, you never know when you're going to need these other kids to step in, so give them some valuable playing time here. I think that was on Ashley East.
Well, the bad news, Bill, is with 11:20 to go, Monroe already in the bonus.
Yep, and you've got Ashley East with 3 fouls, Katie Hillebrand with 4 fouls.
So Grace Tostrud,
2 for 2 so far from the stripe, 67% free throw shooter coming in.
Well, that's no good.
Nope.
We're jinxing them.
Yep.
Sydney Taylor. Big scoop.
Yep.
No good.
Called her LED. Kind of, she could lit it up the other night. She had a 3 and a deuce in a matter of a minute's time the other night. Oh, carried the ball there. John, we're kind of turning into a little turnover fest here.
Well, I tell you,
think
that first 5 for Monroe, very, very good.
Fluid, yep. Yep.
And like we said, you won't see those 5 on the floor
I
together
don't think so either. Yep.
And a foul. Just as you say, it's a quick-moving half.
Jinxed it, didn't I? The only thing I could think of is if Coach Matheson just wanted to throw him in for maybe 3 minutes and say, okay, hey, let's just get our rhythm back together. Nice backdoor cut by Gilbertson and a beautiful pass. And a nice rebound by East.
And another foul. So that's Updike's 3rd. Ashley East will go to the line to shoot 2.
She's 2 for 4 so far from the stripe. 3 for 5 to go with a basket. 5 points now.
Second one on the way, no good. Jump ball. Possession Monroe. Right in front of us.
Yep, nice hustle by Sydney Taylor there again. Kind of come around the outside. At least get the possession arrow back to McFarland's side next time there's a tie-up. Butler on Hilliard trying to post her up. Oh, and look at that beautiful look back. And
Chloe Bunker.
Chloe Bunker hits the deuce. They collapsed on Hilliard. She found the open bunker and knocked down 2.
East from 3. That's going to be way short. Freya keeps it alive, though, to Sydney Taylor. Here comes East. Good. Got the roll.
Strong move that time by Ashley East. But again, she just loves that left side. She'll pound you on that left side all night long if you let her have it.
And to travel. Megan Jansen is in, and Katie Hildebrand. Yeah, game's getting pretty sloppy, Bill. It's,
yes,
well,
it
you'd
is.
expect it, though, after, 30-point deficit
Right.
in the first half. Spartans winning the second half, though, here. Megan Jansen thought about it. Back to Gilbertson.
Beautiful crossover dribble by Freya. I can tell you Hildebrand, nice spin move. Oh, and did you see Hilliard? Oh, and there was no foul there.
She's done that a few times, so Hilliard just anticipated that. Pulls up, it rolls out, no good. And the ball will go out of bounds to Monroe.
Oh, did you see? She saw Hildebrand make that spin move, and you could just see Hilliard coming from the offside, and she was going to get up on it. And then, boy, she was going to take it the length of the floor and say, hey, I'm coming right back at you here. Well, you can see she can turn it on or off when she wants to. Very skilled player. Nice move by Freya Gilbertson. Just keep mentioning Freya's name in positive lights, don't we, John?
Oh, yeah.
Get in there.
And that's short. Tostrud with the board.
Katie Hildebrand being a little bit tentative, obviously, on the board. Does not want to pick up her 5th and end her night. Ooh, the long bomb.
That's off. Rebound Hilliard, just
kind of casually got that.
So the Cheesemakers again working around the perimeter. Updike back out Houston. Tostrud to Hilliard. Bunker. That blocked by Ashley East. Nice job, Ashley.
And we're doing the 5 for 5. I think Sam doing a nice job here tonight of coaching this ball game and allowing, you still have Hilliard or Benchall in the game with some of your other girls that maybe don't play a lot and that, and so he's still able to kind of get some fluidity and give these girls quality time on the floor. Said Jen, it'll be a little more enjoyable of a long Tuesday night bus ride back to Monroe to at least say, hey, God, I got to play a good 10.
It's hard to get to Monroe from anywhere,
10,
really.
15 minutes. Yeah.
We used to make those middle school trips, and the kids are like, geez, when are we going to get there? It's like,
yeah, right.
Trips I'm well used to, but
right.
Kids are like, geez, there's farms and.
Let's give a shout out again up on the cameras there. We've got the Queen, Stephanie Miller, and Patrick Hasty up at half court. Excellent job on the cameras tonight. On the board, BB Benny Becks and Andrew the Mastermind Day. Signing a new contract with cable TV here. Glad to have him on board permanently now.
He's smiling over there.
Oh, yeah.
Conway shot on the way long, no good. Gilbertson with the rebound.
Wow.
And the foul.
I thought they might even call a carry a little bit
That's
on that.
what I thought the whistle
I thought there was
for.
going to be a carry. Monroe girl wasn't even close to her really on that.
4 in for the Spartans, including 21, Libby Damacy.
Yeah. I think her first appearance of the year, huh? By my records.
At least for the games that we've covered.
Yep. Boy, do I like what Libby already did. I'm going to point this out. She, as a cutter through the lane, showed both arms extended, given a nice target. Gotta like that for somebody that just enters the ball game and, you know, hasn't played much at all. Crossover dribble. Look at the hands. Look at it giving a target, John. That's fundamental basketball right
what
there.
She's doing out there.
Yep.
Fortune, high arcer, short, long rebound. Spartans control.
Oh, nice move. Libby Damacy. I like that going to the stripe. 5'6" junior. She had to give a shout out to her parents, Dawn and Kevin.
Free throw on the way is short.
Libby, got to use your legs. Mostly arms on that shot. Just use a little more leg. That ball up there. Shoot basketballs with your legs, not your arms. Got a girl. Nice job, Libby.
45-22.
Oh, you can't. That's a pretty difficult pass to make in there. A lot of extra little bumping going on now, John. I think they want to keep the clock going here.
Fouls.
Do you think? And Monroe, as I look, there's nobody standing, John. They're all just moving. Even as Benshall's controlling the ball on the front, they're still
well, and as their cutters post up, their
screen
hands are up
and exchange.
looking for the ball.
Yep. Oh, and what a beautiful pass in there by Benshall.
She tries it once, twice, 3 times, and they don't go.
No good for Megan Benshall.
Fortune goes to the rack. Nobody picked her up.
Oh, boy. Maddie's missed a couple little bunnies tonight, but, boy, you know, I always never used to complain as long as you're getting there. Ooh, and banging a 3-ball by Megan Benshall. Kaboom!
Only the second three.
Second three of the ball game, right. One for Grace Strud and one now for Megan Benshall.
Spartans are 3-less. 48-22. Nice move by Hildebrand.
Katie Hildebrand, yep. Second deuce of the night. You go 1 free throw, only 5 points. On beautiful hesitation dribble that time by Benshall and missed the kiss off the glass on the floor. Come Butler. She's going to the basket. You knew she was going to put her head down and go. Step through, and here come the Cheesemakers.
They've got us doubled up here, 48-24.
Yep. 4:30 to go in the ball game, John. Tuesday night, December the 18th. It's about 35 degrees outside,
Yeah,
John.
no snow on the ground.
Nope, no snow. This is, we'll take this. Unless you're a ski buff or a snowmobiler.
Benshall from 3. That's going to be way
deep.
long. A tie-up. 5 new. Monroe having kind of a tough time getting much flow going 5 in and 5 out.
Right.
But really,
I'm just hoping
doesn't
for
matter at this point.
just hoping for a timeout here or something where I can read Anna Leisman. If not, I'll get Anna's kind of bio and her information on the next telecast. I'd like to get her in tonight. Nice try by Damacy. 2 and a free throw, 3 points for Libby.
Well, Spartans have outscored the Cheesemakers in the second half. Houston shot no good. Rebound.
Oh, a little reverse layup that time.
Hilliard.
7th deuce. 14 points for Sydney Hilliard and very little.
Lonegro. Got it.
And kaboom! Lindsay Lonegro, a 3-ball for her sister Brooke at Edgewood, grandparents in Monroe Point and Little Chute. At kaboom was for you.
Under 3 minutes to go in the game here. 50-29 Monroe.
This could be
Jump ball.
our quickest game ever, John.
That's not over yet.
That's true.
Not over yet. Spartans go to Jefferson on Thursday night.
I got to ask you, are the boys playing tonight?
The boys are at Broadhead
Tonight?
That has held our crowd down a little bit.
Libby Donacy, nice job tonight coming off the floor.
Yeah, the girls go to Jefferson, and then they're off until that game against Monona Grove.
Yep.
That boys-girls doubleheader.
Boys-girl doubleheader, I believe, is at the 27th or 28th.
28th. I think it might be the 28th.
Oh, beautiful pass that time.
Grace Matheson knocks it down.
Her second deuce of the night to go with 2 free throws for Grace Matheson. 6 points on the night.
Hey, Anna Leisman hits 3.
Anna Leisman, kaboom! 3-ball for Anna Leisman. Excuse me.
2 minutes to go. Spartans have cut that lead to 20. Hildebrandt back out. Lonegro.
Traveled, or she just went
Again,
in there. Boy, you got to keep your head up on
Yeah,
that.
nowhere to go.
Lindsay's been knocked down about 3 or 4 times. She's hit the floor tonight. Got to keep that head up so you can see where that. Oh, see the hesitation dribble that time, Hilliard.
And she could have taken it to the basket,
Yeah.
but instead kicks it back
But again,
out.
kind of reminds you of the other night with the, what was her name, the Cult girl from Clinton? Same thing. I mean, they could do so much more and they just give it up for others.
So Morgan Butler will pick up a couple of free throws here. 1:27 to go. Off the iron, no good.
She's now 3 for 5. You know what I'm going to do? We're probably not going to get a timeout here. So at the end of the game tonight, I'm going to quick read through Anna Leisman's bio because I'd like to get that on here tonight, John, so I can make sure I get everybody in this year with our limited telecast that we have remaining.
So misses both free throws. All reserves now in the game for the Cheesemakers. Town is number 10. Kaneda Gray with the steal. She's got a breakaway. Overlays, no good.
Overlay.
Keeps
Tips
it
away.
alive. Sydney Taylor shot, no good. Leisman with the rebound. Megan Jansen, no good.
Oh.
Well, we got some looks. 55 seconds remaining. Megan Jansen going to shoot, no good.
Might as well put it up there, right, John?
That's right. Can't score if you don't shoot.
No.
40 seconds.
Oh, beautiful pass.
And finishing that one is Kaylee Nesbitt. Kaneda Gray scores. 54-34. That may be the last shot of the game.
Yep. That would be my guess.
Clock is running down to 5 seconds. Monroe not going to look to shoot. And that will do it. Final score of tonight's game. The Monroe Cheesemakers 54, the McFarland Spartans 34. Spartans will go to Jefferson on Thursday night for Rock Valley Conference tilt. Boy, that Rock Valley Conference is balanced this year. Spartans back on top now. Kind of a log jam. So get back on track on Thursday in the Rock Valley before taking some time off and heading into that Monona Grove game. So, Bill, I'll
turn it over to me, and let me just kind of finish up here. First, I want to give a shout-out to Steve and Shelley Miller, who would be Steph Miller's Coach Matheson just coming over, giving me a little ear tweak there. So he's smiling. I'll catch him before he gets out of here. So, of course, he's smiling tonight. But I want to just pay again. And Megan Jansen, senior little portfolio bio on that. So I want to get in Anna Leisman here tonight, too, because I want to recognize these seniors during our telecast and that. So Anna Leisman tonight, nicknames Anns or Banana. Family and pets would be mom or two brothers, JP and Jack. JP works out at the Oaks Golf Course with me and her dog Bailey. Favorite TV show, The Office. Favorite food, pasta. Her role model and why, it would either be her mom or her grandma, because both are the strongest, wisest people she knows. What has she learned from basketball? She's learned perseverance, and I'll show another answer which demonstrates that. Things don't always go your way, but never give up. Boy, that's a great thing, great life's lesson to be learned there. Her favorite charity is the World Wildlife Fund, because it aims to help our planet's natural environment. Her advice to youth basketball players, just remember to have fun, because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. We're not going to be WNBA players. What would be your perfect job 10 years from now? She'd like to be a traveling environmental journalist. Very, very cool. List one proud moment in her life, and I think this is where perseverance shows up too. She said when she was really little, she couldn't read really well. So she said that summer before second grade, she read all the time. And starting in the second grade, she found herself in the advanced reading group. So perseverance, how neat is that? So kudos to you, Anna. That's wonderful. Who'd she like to give a shout out to? Her grandma, who's watching in Poynette. And her advice to the world is educate others and protect our earth. So again, Anna Leisman, a little bucket here again tonight. Good luck in your future. And thank you for being a wonderful representative of McFarland High School. So again, from McFarland, Wisconsin, USA tonight, for John Wells and Bill Cather, so long, good evening. Monroe Cheesemakers, 54-34 tonight, and we'll be back with you on Friday evening. Boys basketball, McFarland and Bigfoot. Good night.